Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my take on the Ride or Die makeup tag. So if you want to know the things, makeup items that I'm willing to bring in an island with me, please keep on watching. Last night guys, while I was watching a bunch of YouTube videos, it's just a part of my nighttime routine, I came upon this video of one of my favorites, Miss Jaclyn Hill Ride or Die makeup tag, and I got curious because I also saw one of the comments in my Divisoria clothing haul na gawin ko daw tong tag na to. This makeup tag basically goes like, if I were to bring just one makeup item per category like primer, foundation, concealer, and whatnot, ano yung dadalhin ko to the island with me? Alam nyo guys, dapat kasi isa lang talaga per category yung pipiliin mo, but some categories I did like a high-end and drugstore if I had a drugstore counterpart for that product. So I'm going to start with the primer, foundation, and concealer na wala akong drugstore counterparts. No, I do not know what it is with me guys, but pag primer, foundation, and concealer, I usually go for the high-end, and kahit ano sa face ko, kahit drugstore, no problem. So for the primer, my Ride or Die is the Chanel Le Blanc de Chanel Base Lumiere. Now, I'm basically butchering the French words, pero siya ay primer, and nagugustuhan ko siya kasi pag umaalis ako and I do not want to put anything on my face, ito lang nilalagay ko. Makes my face look radiant even though primer lang ang nilagay ko. This makeup product I saw from, of course, Jaclyn Hill, and it smells amazing, super duper amazing, and it's kind of like this white fluid, ganyan siya. Para siyang hydrating and smoothing all in one, and it just makes your foundation look gorgeous, not wrinkled, and even if you have dry or oily skin, I think this will work. This is with primer, and without primer, mas parang illuminated or something like that, radiant itong part ng aking hand na ito. Now, of all of my foundations, I haven't found anything that didn't work with this primer. It comes with a pump, and hindi ko alam kung kailan ko talaga siya maubos kasi you only need a little to do your face and your neck. Now, moving on to the foundation, alam nyo na kung anong ipapakita ko, and this is a Marc Jacobs Remarkable Full Coverage Foundation. I am a self-confessed foundation junkie. You all know that. Sobrang hilig ko sa foundation, and I know that's not practical dahil mabilis mag-expire ang foundation, but this one, alam kong mauubos ko siya before the expiration date. It just comes with this bottle. Sobrang nice nung bottle niya, and when you open it, hindi ko alam kung anong tawag dun sa applicator niya, pero parang plastic stem lang siya. What I do, I just put it directly at the back of my hand. So nakita nyo, ganyan lang siya kakonte. If I'm going to blend this, nakita nyo naman yung coverage na kahit sobrang konti lang yung nilagay ko. The only problem that I have with this foundation is that it oxidizes on me. You all know that I am acidic, so itong shade niya, which is 27 Bis Neutral, I should have gone a shade lighter, pero minimix ko siya with my Cover FX custom cover drops, and mas nagla-light naman siya for me. For my skin type, that's combination oily. Oily dito sa T-zone and drier dito sa my cheek areas. This primer and this foundation, when married, is the bomb.com, as in wala akong masabi sa finish nilang dalawa. Now for concealers, I have one for the under eye area and another one for face blemishes. For the under eye area, I have this Makeup Forever Ultra HD Invisible Cover Concealer. Tama ba yung sinabi ko? Yes, Invisible Cover Concealer. My problem when concealing my dark under eye circles, which are super duper dark, and I have inborn dark under eye circles. Everything creases. I used to love the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, but that creases a lot and I cannot handle it. As in, kakalagay mo pa lang kahit na-set mo siya or na-bake mo siya na maayos, since I have fine lines under my eyes, hindi talaga mawala-wala yung crease. But this one, it's a bit more forgiving, so kung ang problem mo ay creasing, just use this one and bake it properly. Next, for my face blemishes, mostly yung aking veins dito sa aking cheek areas, I have this Makeup Forever Full Cover Extreme Camouflage Cream. Waterproof daw siya, and yes, pag pinawisan ako and I just use this one and powder on top, matatanggal yung powder, pero ito hindi. Ang galing. Konti lang, and it goes a long way. You don't need much, and ito sobrang tagal na sa akin and malapit ko na siyang maubos, which I'm not happy because I need to repurchase. I use the Cover FX Cream Concealer, pero mas maganda pa rin to. Moving on, tapos ako sa primer, foundation, and concealer, we have the setting powder, and ito meron na akong drugstore counterpart. For the high-end setting powder, I have this Laura Mercier Laura Mercier Loose Setting Powder in Translucent, and ito, malapit ko na rin siyang maubos at mahal siya, kaya hindi ako natutuwa pag nauubos. And this is a universal shade, and what I like about this is that it's not too yellow and it's not too white either. Nagustuhan ko siya over the RCMA one. May sumisigaw na naman bata sa labas kasi si RCMA, it leaves like this white cast sa aking face, since I am a medium complexion, medium skin tone. Hindi ko siya bet. If you are someone like me na matakaw sa loose setting powder, Now, I have a drugstore counterpart for that. I have this Coty Airspun, which I am dearly loving as of the moment. It's the original formula Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder, and I am in the shade Naturally Neutral. This one I got from my sister's online shop, and I have seen a lot of international YouTubers use this. Patrick Star, sino pa ba? Yun lang. Alat, yun lang pala yung alam ko. For the fraction of the price, wala talaga akong masabi dito. Kami sa sobrang tuwa ko, bumili ako ng 2 backup sa kapatid ko dahil sobrang ganda niya. What I do not like about this loose setting powder, it has a very strong scent, parang old lady scent. Alam mo yung parang pag pinupulbahan ka nung bata ka, tas parang hindi ka makahinga, yung parang nauubo ka dahil sa amoy ng baby powder. That's what I get from this powder. And every time that I have to open loose setting powders, pandalo sila. So, yun lang, mag-ingat lang kayo doon and mabilis magdudumi yung vanity nyo because kumakalat talaga siya sa vanity area. But keme na, kahit yung amoy, keme pa rin kasi sobrang ganda nito for a fraction of the price of this Laura Mercier loose setting powder. Next, we have bronzer, and for me, isa lang yung meron ako, high-end lang. This is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Medium Deep, and ipapakita ko sa inyo. Mukha na siyang moon, para siyang may crater, ayan. I have not found any drugstore na bronzer na kasing ganda niya, and ito yung lagi kong ginagamit, and I cannot do my makeup without bronzing my face kasi I find that the makeup looks kind of super flat, unnatural pag hindi ka nag-bronze. And even if magko-contour ako, nagbo-bronze muna ako, and then after that, I do my contour. So this MAC one is my ride or die. So, feeling this ride or die makeup tag kasi natutuwa ako. Para siyang Holy Grails edition. I just grabbed this from my vanity. So, for my highlight and contour, I have this Anastacio Contour Kit in light to medium, and not everything I like in this palette. For the highlight, I'm specifically loving this shade, and minsan ang ginagawa ko, I mix these two, depende sa look na gusto kong i-achieve. If I am more like looking for that bronze look, ang highlight ko is just this yellow powder, and pag medyo yung parang neutral, I go for both powders, mini-mix ko sila. Now, you can take this out sa palette, and I know you can buy it separately or individually. The highlight shade is in Banana. Ayan, banana yung nakalagay dito sa likod niya. And the other highlight shade is in the shade Vanilla. Ito. Now, both highlighting powders are matte, and if we're talking about shimmery highlighters, let me just grab mine. Oh, nasa na yun? So, mga pandaraya ko talaga, yung mga palette yung pinipili ko or nasa loob ng palette para pag dinala ko siya sa island, buong palette na. Loving this one in Prosecco Pop. This is my ride or die highlighter. Now, ito, hindi pa siya sa akin tumatagal ng sobrang tagal. Kakabili ko lang sa kanya for my friend, and I like this Prosecco Pop more than the Champagne Pop. Now, I know a lot of girls out there love their Champagne Pop, kaya lang guys, for me, for my skin tone, I prefer this Prosecco Pop. Lagi ko siyang ginagamit. It's kind of like this muted gold. Ayan, yun yung description ko sa kanya. Moving on to my ride or die contouring shade, I have this one in the shade, hindi ko alam actually, ngayon ko palang titingnan. This one in the middle. Dalawang shades sa tabi guys, hindi ko ginagamit. So, this one is in the shade, I nicked it. In the shade Fawn. I really like how they put this labeling sa ilalim, so when you finish them, you can buy them individually. For this Anastacio Contour palette guys, I only use this shade, and this shade. Sorry again, no drugstore counterparts for that. But moving on to the blush, I have two. Isang high-end, isang drugstore. For the high-end, I have this MAC Prolonger blush in Rosy Outlook, and as you can see, I have already hit pan on it. And for the drugstore counterpart, I have this Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in the shade Pearlescent Pink, and this is the new formulation. When I don't know what to wear, I always go for this MAC blush in Rosy Outlook. It's kind of like this parang pink siya na hindi naman super pink. Sorry, hindi ako magaling mag-describe. This is the swatch of Rosy Outlook. I don't know kung kitang-kita siya sa cam. And this Pearlescent Pink naman, it's kind of like this coral blush na merong shimmers. There we go. Ay, grabe. Sobrang pigmented nitong Wet n Wild, and this is the swatch. Just a caution guys, if you're going to use this, konti lang yung dip ng brush kasi super pigmented niya. Proceeding to the brow products, for the high-end, I have this MAC eyeshadow in the shade Coquette. This is a satin finish eyeshadow. This product guys, this is the perfect shade for my brow hair, and kahit anong gamitin kong brow products, I always go back to this, and what I like about this is that it's ashy. It doesn't look red on my brows. Now for the drugstore, I have this NYX Tame and Frame Tinted Brow Pomade in the shade Brunette. I have already shared with you my sentiments with Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade and mas bet ko to. With this brow pomade, hindi ka mapapasobra. So that's how I like it. Minsan kasi parang medyo mabigat yung kamay ko and when I apply, parang super stark na yung brows. As you can see guys, I'm looking through my monitor but you can see the big dent on it. For the perfect brows, what I do, ilalagay ko muna si NYX Tinted Brow Pomade and then after that, set it with this MAC eyeshadow in Coquette. The trick that I use, pag itong ginagamit ko, binabasa ko muna yung brow brush bago ko siya i-apply para hindi ko na kailangan maglinis or parang mag-concealer after. I hate putting concealer or paglilinis ng brows. With concealer, ayoko talaga, parang dagdag step siya, so binabasa ko na lang yung brow brush. For my Ride or Die mascaras, I have this high-end one from Dior. This is Dior Show Iconic Overcurl. Ito yung favorite ko before ko mahanap ang aking Ride or Die drugstore mascara, which are hair and make products. I so love these hair and make products. Alam niyo yan guys, from the start of my YouTube career, ito na talaga yung ginagamit ko. And even before, parang I think a year before, ito na yung ginagamit ko. Ang laki na ng kinita ni hair and make sa kabibili ko nito. Ilan na talaga yung tubes na naubos ko. But kawawa naman si Dior. Wait lang, ipakita muna natin siya. This is how the wand looks like for the Dior one. And maganda siya guys, kaya lang it's pricey. So parang naghanap ako and this Dior one is I think my third tube. Before ako switch to this hair and make mascara. I have this in black and in brown. Pag daily basis, I like using this brown one. Hate putting on faux lashes, false lashes, kasi parang wini-weigh down niya yung aking mata. Parang inaantok ako or ang bigat niya sa feeling. I just don't like the process of putting them on with the glue. Di lang ganun kahabating na ng aking lashes today because I have thick winged liner. Just a fact guys, kung wala akong pwedeng gamiting makeup product at isa lang, itong pipiliin ko. As in, kahit bare face, and with this one, I'm good to go. We go to the lippies part, and for the regular lipsticks, I have this one from the high-end side. This is the Tom Ford lip color in Casablanca. I'm going to show you yung kanyang swatch. This is how it looks like. Smells like vanilla to me pero hindi ko na siya napapansin pag ina-apply ko siya, and sabi ko nga sa inyo, it doesn't feel drying or whatnot. Super pigmented, wala akong masabi, mahal siya. So I have this drugstore counterpart. This is the Maybelline Creamy Matte in the shade Nude Nuance, and kakabili ko lang sa kanya from the National Lipstick Day Sale, and ayan siya. So this is the swatch of Nude Nuance. It is matte, but for this Tom Ford one, it's satin. So those are for the regular lippies, and let's move on to the matte liquid lipsticks. Very uso siya ngayon, and for the drugstore one, I have this Sleek Matte Me in the shade Birthday Suit. I know you have seen this from a lot of YouTubers and sa mga forums. This is a highly raved shade from Sleek. I'm going to put a swatch at the back of my hand so you'll be able to see, but on my lips, it looks darker kasi nga I have pigmented lips. And this is how it looks like. Wait lang, patuyuin lang natin ng konti. In Birthday Suit, and for the high-end part, I have this MAC, ano bang tawag dito? Retro Matte Liquid Lip Color in Lady Be Good. Ayan siya guys, Lady Be Good from MAC. Next, for the eyeshadow palette, alam nyo nahirapan ako because I have two na pinagpilian ko talaga. First off is my Natasha Denona. And you all know that Natasha Denona is very expensive. But the thing is, it's super pigmented, super buttery, but the price is just a letdown. So parang sabi ko, parang hindi ko siya gustong i-ride or die kasi nga mahal siya. So I thought of one of my next favorites, Too Faced Chocolate Bonbon. So this is just a part of the chocolate bar palettes from Too Faced, and it smells like eyeshadow. No, joke lang. Cocoa. Yun ba yung tawag doon? Specialty, cocoa, pero chocolate lang talaga yon. Now, can you guys just appreciate the color selection? It can go from day to night, girly to edgy. Yung pinaka gusto kong shade dito na ginagamit ko as an overall wash sa aking lids na parang rosy lang siya tingnan, bridal, ganyan, fresh, is this Almond Truffle. And of course, syempre, wag natin kalimutan ang napaka-cute na packaging, as in pink na pink. Next, we have setting spray from Urban Decay. This is the all-nighter makeup setting spray, and wala akong maisip na drugstore counterpart. Yung sa L'Oreal, so hindi ko siya ganong kagusto. Mas gusto ko pa rin si Urban Decay. It says here, oil-free, paraben-free, temperature control technology, and totoo siya guys. Now, prior to this, I have tried the Skindinavia Bridal one. Gustong-gusto ko yon, but nung inintroduce sa akin to ng sister ko, dito na tayo. For the perfume guys, I have been receiving a lot of questions tungkol sa anong paborito kong perfume, and this is the Stella McCartney. Hindi ko alam kung anong pangalan niya. I'm going to show you. This is actually a new bottle. I have already gone through 3 bottles of this guys. This for me smells intoxicating. If I were to be a perfume, ito yung scent na gusto ko maging. This is my cheese, my feels, and my personality. Ang bango. Ayan, nagsisimula na umulan and perfect, kakatapos ko lang. And those are my ride or die products. I tag everyone here in YouTube. Nagawin nyo rin itong tag na ito. It's very fun. It's like your Holy Grails edition. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye! If you don't know guys, there are a lot of beauty blender varieties. And itong pink na to, this is the first ever beauty blender. Yung kanyang regular color. But they also have white, of course. And then yung nasira ni Dixie na black. Wait lang.